So Apple killed off one of the most important holes in the history of holes on the iPhone 7, the audio jack, which now leaves you to choose, do I charge my phone or do I listen to Taylor Swift? Obviously Swift Nation. Fret no more though, this dongle by Belkin will let you do both. So let's check it out. The first thing I realized is how similar it looks to an Apple dongle. It's made with a hard glossy plastic casing and a thick rubber coated wire, which I really liked as it shouldn't bend or tear as easily. And if it didn't have all this Belkin branding on it, I would have sworn this was straight out of Cupertino. In terms of size, it's about 4.5 inches tall and 1 3/8 wide, which is relatively large compared to another popular dongle that no one likes. So why do we need another dongle for the iPhone 7? Well, Belkin is out to solve one very specific problem. People who listen to their music but also want to keep their iPhone charged because no one likes having FOMO with a dead iPhone. The dongle plugs into your iPhone on one end and on the other has two female lightning connectors. Both being interchangeable, one is for a lightning cable to charge. It supports pass-through charging of up to 12 watts, which will work for your iPhone charger, iPad charger, or even external batteries, and I didn't experience any slower charging speeds in either of them. And beside that, there's another lightning port for, well, lightning headphones. I'm no audiophile, but it does support up to 24-bit 48 kHz lossless audio quality, which for a simpleton like me sounded exactly the same as not having an adapter attached, which isn't a bad thing. It also supports the 3.5mm adapter, and again, no issue in quality loss. Playback controls also work as intended, and you can also take calls on the inline microphone. And since it is a lightning dongle, it will work with any device newer than the iPhone 5, although I don't see a purpose for that unless maybe your audio jack is wrecked. But overall, that's all it's for, power and audio. It doesn't transfer any data, which means you can plug it into your computer and it'll charge, but it won't connect to iTunes for you. You also can't plug in two power sources and double your charge times. And disappointingly, you can't plug in two headphones and use it as an audio splitter. So then, why would you want to get this? Well, one obvious reason would be if you use a really thick case that doesn't support the lightning dock, which was the only other accessory that allowed you to charge and listen to music at the same time. The cable tip is pretty slim, so it'll even work in thick cases like the Otterbox Defender series. There were some other pretty useful scenarios for me as well, like at work. If you want to tune out your annoying coworkers, you know who you are, Jim, but also make sure you have enough juice by the end of the workday to get lit. Or what I use it mostly for is in my old car that doesn't have fancy Bluetooth signals shooting out of it. I can charge and connect to the stereo system with a 3.5mm adapter, and for me, it's not a dongle that you take with you everywhere. I simply leave it where I use it the most, so in the car, which means I'm always ready for some car karaoke. The dongle retails for $40 and only comes in a white variant. Now I didn't experience any problems with it because for what it promises to do, it does it well in a manageable sized dongle. However, I would like to see a lightning and dedicated 3.5mm jack so I wouldn't have to carry around this dongle anymore. It is on the expensive side for a very specific purpose of charging and listening only. As an alternative, you can always pick up the Apple Lightning Dock, which has a dedicated 3.5mm jack. Or if you can cough up the cash, just pick up a nice pair of Bluetooth headphones. That's it. If you love what you see and want to support me in creating more reviews, head over to our Patreon and enter our monthly giveaway. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment below letting me know if you actually missed the headphone jack. I rest my dongle?